And now, it's time for the Runnin' Rams Basketball Hour with Coach Jim Barron, presented by Rhode Joe's Saloon, legendary food and drink at 920 WHJJ.
Welcome back to Rhode Joe's, legendary food and drink, great deals every single night. Find out what's going on at Rhode Joe's by following them on Facebook at facebook.com/Rhode Joe's Saloon, all one word, Rhode Joe's Saloon. Get on Facebook and check them out. Rhode Joe's have great deals. They got 10-cent wing nights here. They got all sorts of great stuff going on. Each and every night there's something cooking right here at Rhode Joe's. So when you're heading to the ball game, say it's 7 o'clock start, swing on by here about 5:30 or so, grab yourself some dinner and get up to the Ryan Center. It's probably, 4 minutes from here to the Ryan Center. The way Walter Boyle drives, probably about a minute and a half. And come on by afterward and enjoy a beverage and a sandwich after the game, hopefully after a Rhode victory. Steve McDonald with you and Jim Barron as well. It's time for the conversation with the coach, which is presented by Supercuts. Supercuts every time right here at Rhode Joe's Saloon. Jim, just got back from practice, I guess, right?
Right.
How'd things go today?
Yeah, it's coming along. Marquise hurt his finger a little bit, so he had to be taken to the hospital. But, other than that, we had a couple walk-ons step up and, step in. But, we got to, we looked at the LaSalle game, and we just fell short. I mean, we didn't shoot the ball real well, and this team needs to shoot the ball for us to be real effective. And when we did that against Richmond, we had a great win on the road, first time we ever won at Richmond. Beat St. Bonaventure at home, and then had a great win at St. Joe, where we just did so many things very, very well, and really defended them, and out-rebounded them by 5 rebounds down at Hawk Hill, and it's a tough place to play, and we just thought winning 3 in a row we would carry it over going into the LaSalle game. LaSalle's a good team. They beat Providence early on, and they're a team that's very talented. The kid Murray is a very good big man, and they got some good guards and good wing players, and we missed too many free throws, 9 free throws. We got out rebounded. We turned it over 18 times to a team that doesn't even press. So very uncharacteristic of our team going into that game, and I don't know if our guys were taking them lightly or what, but you got to keep being consistent if you want to be a good basketball team, and that's what I told our guys. We showed them the film and broke it down and said, we can't do these things if you want to be a very good basketball team and you want to win back-to-back. You can't turn it over 18 times. You can't miss 9 free throws. You can't get out-rebounded. And, again, it's guys got to step up, and, we got to make some shots as well.
Absolutely. The turnovers haven't been a major problem. They were in that game, 19 of them for LaSalle, too. So it's a pretty sloppy game all around on both sides. It played out that way. But I think the one thing that has a lot of us puzzled is the lack of consistency from three-point range. And it's earlier in the year, this was a good three-point shooting team. But one of the benefits wasn't like you had necessarily a lights-out guy, although you do, and Nick this year.
Yeah, Nick's been terrific.
But there were a lot of guys that could help you out from that range on the team. But lately, against Florida, who was 17%, Xavier 11%, very good effort against Richmond at 44%, but then struggles against Bonaventure and Joe's 15%, 26%, and again against LaSalle, a tough day shooting for Rhode Island from 3, a little bit better than the other games, but about 30%. Any rhyme or reason to it, Coach? Because I know that's something going in that you had to probably say, this will be a plus for us.
Let me tell you, you want to play, and especially the way we play is we up-tempo and try to get it down, but I'm telling you, we had phenomenal looks at the basket.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I can say one thing that, we got some young guys, but you got a young guy in Nikolai shooting over 50%. I mean, exactly. You got to be kidding me. I mean, here's a guy that's a sophomore, but then other guys got to step up. Akeem Richmond has to step up. We have to get our other guys to step up and make shots, especially when they're wide open, because if you want to be a good basketball team, that's something that I think allows you to get over the top. I know it has with us. For the last 4 years, we've been able to get over the top with scoring from the perimeter to take a lot of pressure off of our inside game or having to play such great defense. So again, it just takes a major burden off of having to get the ball inside, especially when you're going up against a physical presence like Murray from LaSalle or Freeze from Xavier, and each team has some big physical guys inside. So, you get a chance to hit those shots. I mean, it's night and day.
Yep.
It makes it night and day from winning and losing.
How do you assess the effectiveness of the press? Because obviously there's good and bad. You can turn it over, you can get the up tempo going that you're looking for, but also there's the opportunity for the other team to make you pay the price on the other end of the floor. All told, your assessment of the press and how it's helped you or hurt you this year?
Well, I think it definitely has helped us with up-tempo
Sure.
and just get the ball down, and I think it's not going to be perfect. There's no question we're not as good as a team as we were last year, but we have to run. We got to get the ball in the open court to Delroy. We got to get the ball in the open court to Marquise. We got to run the ball down the floor. If we slow pace this, it's just
Sure.
not going to work. There's just too many talented teams out there that have too many pieces of the puzzle. Plus, with our athletic ability, now you throw in Orion Outerbridge, you throw in Jamal Wilson, you throw in our bench. Now you got all these athletes. So, you have to continue to push the ball and get the ball in the open court so that it takes the pressure off of you having to pound the ball into Will Martell, having to pound the ball into Orion Outerbridge. Those guys got to keep moving. They can't, they're not power players. They're finesse players. So we got a team of finesse players. We got to use our finesse players with being able to run and attack and push the ball.
Absolutely. We're going to shift gears a little bit, Coach, keep you with us, and bring Pat Clark in, assistant coach for the University of Rhode Island, here on the Runnin Rams Basketball Hour. Brought to you by, amongst others, the Belltone Hearing Aid Centers, right here on the Rams Radio Network, but our major sponsor of where we're located, right here, Rhode Joe's Saloon, the legendary food and drink, right on Kingstown Road, just 3 or 4 minutes from the University of Rhode Island campus. The perfect place to go before or after any of the URI games. We want to bring in Coach Clark and welcome him to the program as well, and shift gears away from present day right now and an overview on recruiting a bit, not as far as players, but just as far as what you look for out there. And then we'll get back and take a closer look at St. Louis, which is coming up on Wednesday night on the road. A very difficult challenge for Rhode Island and a very important game for URI away from home, a place where Rhode Island has played well so far in the Atlantic 10 with wins at St. Joe's and at Richmond. We'll get back to that in a bit. But Coach Clark and Coach Barron as well, when you're out assessing players, how much of it is based on need, saying, okay, this is a hole that we're going to have because of graduation, we got to fill it, and how much of it is just trying to go out and get the best overall player and then take what you have and mold your system to the personnel that you have?
Well, it's a combination of both. Number one is you definitely have needs.
Yeah.
When you're graduating, last year we graduated Lamont Omer and Keith Cothran, so we wanted to try to, bring some guys in to fill the void. And, that's what we are trying to do with, bringing in the guys that we brought in. And now we're doing the same thing with, getting some guys, because we do have a big need with, graduating 4 players. So you got to bring in some size. But ultimately you got to bring in guys that are athletic,
Sure.
that can run the floor, that can score the ball, that can take it off the dribble, and kids that have good upside so that you can develop them. And that's what we try to do each and every year. And, sometimes it works out. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But, the other thing is you want guys that are motivated to be good, too. Because, again, as a coach, you could do so much. But now, they got to run with it and want to be a great player.